Have you ever looked up at the sky, watching planes soar overhead, longing to be up there in the cockpit, guiding your own aircraft through the endless expanse of the skies? If so, you're not alone. Many dream of the thrill and freedom that comes with being a pilot. But navigating the path to realizing that dream can seem daunting. Fear not, because in this video, we will dive into the world of piloting, covering essential topics for aspiring pilots. You will gain insights into understanding the job of an airline pilot, requirements and pathways to becoming a professional pilot, exploring the commercial pilot's license, CPL, course structure and training process, selecting the right training program and funding options, advantages of training abroad and the conversion process, requirements to maintain your pilot's license, navigating the airline application process and job market outlook, exploring various types of pilot jobs beyond airlines, understanding salary structures in the aviation industry, and considering age limitations and opportunities in the pilot career. I will be your co-pilot on this exhilarating journey, from unraveling the mysteries of becoming a pilot to discovering the myriad of opportunities awaiting you in the aviation world. We've got you covered. So fasten your seatbelt and prepare for takeoff as we embark on an adventure that will ignite your passion and set your dreams soaring to new heights. Imagine this. You are at the controls of a sleek airplane, soaring through the wide open sky. Your job? To safely guide passengers or cargo to their destinations, like a modern-day hero on a mission. Being an airline pilot isn't just a job, it's a calling. It's about blending skill and passion to navigate the skies with precision and care. Every flight is a chance to show your dedication and keep everyone safe. As an airline pilot, you are trusted with a huge responsibility. From takeoff to landing, you are the one in charge, making sure everything runs smoothly even when things get bumpy. Being a pilot isn't just about the thrill of flying. It's about knowing you are connecting people and places, bringing loved ones together, and keeping businesses moving forward. In the cockpit, you are not just a pilot, you are a leader. You are calm under pressure, using your training and experience to handle any situation that comes your way. As you glide through the clouds, you are not just doing a job, you are living your dream. It's a reminder of your love for flight and your commitment to doing your best every day. Embarking on the path to becoming a professional pilot is an exhilarating journey filled with challenges, triumphs, and an unwavering dedication to the art of flying. But before you can spread your wings and take to the skies, there are essential prerequisites and qualifications you must meet to earn your stripes as a certified aviator. At the heart of your journey lies the coveted Commercial Pilot's License, CPL, the golden ticket to realizing your dream of piloting aircraft for a living. This comprehensive certification serves as your passport to the skies, granting you the authority to operate aircraft for commercial purposes, whether it be transporting passengers or cargo across the globe. Obtaining your CPL, your Commercial Pilot's License, is no small feat. It requires rigorous training, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. From mastering the intricacies of flight controls to honing your decision-making skills under pressure, every aspect of your training is meticulously designed to prepare you for the demands of the cockpit. Before you can embark on your journey toward earning your commercial pilot's license, there are certain prerequisites you must meet to ensure you're ready to take the flight. These prerequisites encompass a wide range of criteria. The first step is to make sure you are physically fit to become a pilot. Let's start with the medical requirements. Before you can even think about getting your commercial pilot's license, you have got to meet specific medical standards set by your National Aviation Authority. For example, in the USA, that's the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA. And in the UK, it's the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA. And in India, it's the Director General of Civil Aviation, DGCA. Now, for those of you dreaming of flying for airlines, getting a first-class medical certificate from an Aviation Medical Examiner, AME, is an absolute must. It shows that you meet the strict health criteria needed for commercial piloting as required by the aviation authorities. Quick note, there are 3 classes of medical certificates: first, second, and third. But if you're aiming for the airline pilot career, you should be aiming for the first class medical certificate. So what happens during this medical examination? Well, the Aviation Medical Examiner is going to test everything from your vision to your brainwaves. Here's a rundown. First up, vision. Contrary to what you might think, pilots don't need perfect vision. Many wear glasses or contacts, and that's totally fine. The Aviation Medical Examiner will make sure your vision meets safety standards. Next, let's talk weight. You've got to be in good shape for those long flights. Your BMI or body mass index needs to be within the normal range. Height-wise, there usually aren't any restrictions, but if you're super tall, you might have some trouble fitting into smaller cockpits. Now on to the tests involved in the examination. Buckle up folks, it's a bit of a list. They'll check your blood pressure, heart rate, and even do an electrocardiogram, ECG, to make sure your heart is in top shape. In your initial medical exam, an EEG, electroencephalogram test is done to check for any abnormal brain activity, especially for possible epilepsy. They will make sure your lungs are working as they should with tests like spirometry, coordination, reflexes, cognitive abilities. They are testing it all. ENT, ear, nose and throat assessment, is done to check for any issues that could mess with your equilibrium or hearing. Lab tests usually include blood work, urine analysis, lipid profiles. They are screening for everything from diabetes to high cholesterol. They look into your past surgeries, illnesses, and medications to spot any potential red flags. Phew, that's a lot, right? But hey, by meeting these medical requirements, you are setting yourself up for success on your journey to becoming a professional pilot. Now let's talk about the personality traits that make for a successful pilot. First off, discipline is key. As a professional pilot, you have got to have the unwavering dedication to stick to schedules, procedures, and safety protocols. It's all about ensuring the safety and efficiency of every flight. Next up, decision-making skills. In the fast-paced world of aviation, split-second decisions can literally be a matter of life and death. So having strong decision-making abilities is absolutely critical to keeping yourself, your crew, and your passengers safe. But it's not just about being disciplined and decisive. Being an extrovert can really work in your favor. You are constantly interacting with a whole bunch of people, passengers, crew members, ground staff. So having excellent communication skills and being able to connect with others is a huge plus. And let's not forget, you have got to have a love for travel. I mean, come on, you are flying all over the place, exploring new destinations, experiencing different cultures. It's all part of the adventure. Of course, being a pilot also means being a team player. You are not flying solo up there. You got another pilot beside you, cabin crew behind you, and air traffic controllers guiding you. So having strong teamwork skills is essential for smooth operations and problem solving in the air. Last but not least, adaptability is key. The aviation industry is constantly changing, so you have got to be able to roll with the punches, whether it's dealing with weather delays, changes in flight schedules, or unexpected technical issues. So if you got these personality traits along with the technical skills we have talked about, you are well on your way to becoming a top-notch pilot. Fluency in English is a non-negotiable requirement across the board. As a pilot, effective communication in English is essential for safety and operational purposes. In aviation worldwide, proficiency in English is a regulatory requirement. It entails being able to read, write, comprehend, and communicate verbally in English fluently. English language serves as the universal medium of communication in the aviation industry. Training can commence as early as 16 years of age or even earlier. but you must be at least 18 years old when you're testing for your commercial pilot's license exam after completing your training. This ensures that you have the maturity and responsibility required for a career in aviation. In some countries, there may be additional educational prerequisites. For instance, in India, completion of subjects like mathematics and physics at the secondary school level may be required, although this is not mandatory in countries such as the US or UK. Let's break down what's involved in the commercial pilot's license course and how it prepares you for a career in aviation. The commercial pilot's license course is like a meticulously crafted roadmap that takes you from aspiring aviator to skilled professional. The training consists of two main components: theory and practical flight training, each comprising over 200 hours of rigorous instruction. Now, let's talk about the theory training. This part covers a wide range of subjects that are crucial for understanding the ins and outs of aviation. We are talking about aerodynamics, aircraft systems, navigation, meteorology, regulations, human factors, communications, flight planning, aircraft performance, emergency procedures, and instrument procedures. Basically, it's everything you need to know to operate an aircraft safely and efficiently. Next, let's dive into the flight training. This part of the course is divided into multiple stages. First stage, private pilot license. Here, you learn the basics of flight, mastering maneuvers, and getting comfortable flying single-engine aircraft. Second stage, instrument rating. This segment builds up your private pilot training and teaches you how to fly solely by reference to instruments, regardless of weather conditions with low to almost no visibility. It forms the backbone of airline flying. Third and final stage, commercial pilot license, single engine and multi-engine. As you advance, you will move into the commercial pilot's license phase, where you'll hone your skills in piloting both single-engine and multi-engine aircraft to higher standards. Throughout your flight training, you'll undergo rigorous flight sessions, comprehensive theoretical exams. They are usually computer-based multiple-choice exams, and the ultimate test of your skills, called the check ride or skill test. This is where an external examiner evaluates your flying abilities, decision-making, and adherence to safety protocols through oral and practical exams. And let's not forget about radio telephony or RT communication, an essential skill for effective communication with air traffic control and fellow pilots during flight operations. In some countries like the UK and India, this is a separate certification required to be added to your commercial pilot's license. Whereas in the US, this is combined with your commercial pilot's license training and is not a separate certification. So whether you are mastering takeoffs and landings, acing theoretical exams, or demonstrating your flying prowess in a flight test, the commercial pilot's license course equips you with the knowledge and skills needed to soar to new heights in your aviation career. Let's dive into the duration of the commercial pilot's license course and what influences your journey through it. Unlike traditional degree programs with fixed timelines, the commercial pilot's license course is self-paced, meaning the duration can vary based on several key factors. These factors include your individual aptitude, age, weather conditions, aircraft maintenance schedules, and perhaps most significantly, your dedication to the training. While some pilots may complete the course in a matter of months, others may take longer to fully master the intricacies of flight. It's all about finding your own rhythm and putting in the effort needed to excel in the aviation world. Whether you progress swiftly or take your time, staying committed is key to reaching your goals. Now let's talk about average completion times, which can vary depending on where you train. For instance, in the US, the course might typically take around 7 to 12 months to complete. In the UK, it could extend to around 18 months. And in India, it might span approximately 3 years. So keep these factors in mind as you embark on your journey to becoming a professional pilot. When considering the right program for your commercial pilot's license course, several crucial factors come into play. Firstly, evaluating the overall cost is paramount. This encompasses tuition fees, training material, and accommodation expenses. It's crucial to compare costs across different flight schools and countries to ensure you find a program that fits your budget without compromising on quality. Keep in mind that the country where the program is offered can influence costs. Factors such as fuel prices, operational costs, and import of spare parts all play a role in determining overall expenses. For instance, training may be more affordable in the USA due to lower operational costs. Geographical location also plays a pivotal role. The location of the flight school can affect training opportunities, weather conditions, and airspace complexities. Exposure to different airports and instrument approaches during training directly impacts training quality and proficiency. For instance, consider the availability of number of airports for training in various regions to make a comparison. Take a look at the number of airports in these 3 regions, for example. You can see the difference in exposure to the number of airports in these regions. Therefore, it's crucial to select a program that is situated in an environment that aligns with your learning objectives and career goals. By carefully considering these factors, you can ensure you choose the right commercial pilot's license program for your needs. Many aspiring pilots opt for bank financing to cover the costs of their commercial pilot's license training. This involves securing a loan from a bank or financial institution to fund expenses such as tuition fees, flight hours, and other training costs. Prospective pilots can explore different loan options, comparing interest rates, repayment terms, and eligibility criteria to find the most suitable financing solution. However, it's crucial to carefully consider the long-term financial implications, including monthly payments and interest accrual, before committing to a loan. Scholarships and financial aid from select charities, while limited, may cover some initial training costs. However, they typically offer assistance for only a few flight hours. It is important to explore multiple funding options to meet the full cost of training. When deciding where to pursue your commercial pilot license, training abroad can be a smart choice for several reasons. Some countries offer more affordable training with lower tuition fees, living expenses, and shorter training duration. Like the US, state-of-the-art training facilities, equipment, and ample training airspace are available in select countries, enhancing education quality. Training abroad exposes you to diverse cultures, languages, and aviation practices, enriching your learning experience. Interacting with international peers and professionals expands your professional network and opens doors to global career opportunities. Keep in mind, if you choose to train abroad, you may need to navigate the conversion process to ensure your qualifications are recognized in your home country or desired employment destination. Let's discuss the importance of maintaining currency after obtaining your commercial pilot's license. It's crucial to stay current through flight reviews and renewing your medical certification. Flight reviews are evaluations conducted by certified flight instructors, focusing on your proficiency and skills in commercial flying. These reviews are mandated by aviation authorities to ensure you remain current and competent in operating commercial aircraft. Typically, flight reviews occur every 12 to 24 months and cover various flight maneuvers, emergency procedures, and regulatory reviews relevant to commercial piloting. Successful completion of the flight reviews demonstrates your adherence to standards set by regulatory authorities, enabling you to continue exercising the privileges of your commercial pilot's license. Regular medical examinations are also required to assess your fitness for commercial flying. The frequency of these examinations varies based on factors such as age, medical history, and the class of medical certificate required. For instance, a first-class medical certificate, typically necessary for commercial pilots, is valid for up to 12 months for pilots under 40 years of age and 6 months for those over 40. Renewing your medical certifications before they expire is crucial to avoid disruptions in your ability to operate commercially, ensuring you maintain currency as a commercial pilot. Let's delve into the process of getting hired by airlines, a significant milestone for aspiring pilots. First, it typically begins with a series of interviews. These interviews assess your communication skills, aviation knowledge, decision-making abilities, and how well you work with others. Be prepared for both technical and behavioral questions that dive deep into your piloting skills and personality traits. After the interviews, you may face assessments to evaluate your cognitive abilities, situational awareness, and problem-solving skills. These assessments can include aptitude tests, psychometric evaluations, and simulator sessions to test your flying skills under various conditions. In many places around the world, airlines hire pilots who have obtained their commercial pilot's license. However, in the United States, this process is a bit different. Here, after obtaining their commercial pilot's license, pilots typically need to accumulate a specified number of flight hours, usually 1,500 hours, before they are eligible to apply for airline positions. Pilots often engage in activities like flight instructing or other aviation-related roles to accumulate the necessary experience before applying for airline positions. Let's discuss the final steps in the process: type rating and job offers. Type rating is crucial for pilots aiming to fly specific aircraft types. Some airlines require pilots to obtain this certification before hiring them. Type rating training involves specialized instruction and examination focused on operating a particular aircraft type, such as a Boeing 737 or an Airbus 320. Now, when it comes to funding this training, pilots may encounter different scenarios. Some airlines offer to cover the costs of type rating training in exchange for a commitment to work for the company for a set period. This arrangement is known as a bond agreement. Alternatively, pilots can opt to self-fund their type rating training, providing them with more flexibility in their career choices. Understanding the selection process and meeting the necessary qualifications are essential steps on your journey to becoming a commercial pilot. Let's talk about salary structures in the aviation industry. Newly hired pilots often start as first officers or co-pilots, earning $30,000 to $60,000 annually, depending on factors like airline size and location. Pilots at regional airlines may earn $40,000 to $80,000 per year, with potential increases based on experience and seniority. At major airlines, captains can earn $100,000 to $300,000 or more annually, while first officers make $60,000 to $150,000 per year, with chances for growth over time. International airline pilots can see higher salaries exceeding $300,000 for captains and $80,000 to $200,000 for first officers, along with additional benefits like housing allowances and travel perks. While these figures are stated in dollars, these pay scales are generally comparable after currency conversion in most countries. Pilots receive bonuses, profit sharing, retirement contributions, health insurance, and travel benefits, depending on airline policies and industry conditions. As pilots gain experience, they can advance to higher paying roles like captain or instructor, with opportunities for leadership positions and specialized roles within the industry. Airlines and regulatory authorities may set upper age limits for pilot positions, depending on factors like aircraft type and job responsibilities. In most countries, the aviation authorities mandate retirement at age 65 for commercial airline pilots, with some exceptions. Airlines typically set retirement ages between 60 and 65, considering industry standards, safety, and pilot health. Pilots nearing retirement may transition to other roles within the airline or retire based on individual and company policies. Age discrimination laws prohibit unfair treatment based on age in employment practices. Airlines must adhere to these laws while establishing age-related policies for pilots. Regardless of age, pilots must meet rigorous health and medical standards set by aviation authorities to ensure safe operation of aircraft. Beyond commercial airlines, there's a world of aviation opportunities awaiting pilots with a commercial pilot's license, such as cargo pilots. They navigate freighters globally, delivering goods far and wide. Charter pilots, offering tailored air travel solutions, they cater to diverse client needs. Corporate pilots, flying executives to business events, they ensure smooth travel for companies. Flight instructors, guiding aspiring pilots, they share their expertise to shape the next generation of aviators. Agricultural pilots, from above, they apply treatment to crops, safeguarding agricultural productivity. Search and rescue pilots or air ambulance pilots are instrumental in conducting missions such as search and rescue operations and medical evacuations, providing essential air support in emergency situations. Military pilots with specialized training, they fulfill vital missions in defense and national security. These jobs typically only require a second-class medical certificate, unlike the first-class medical required for airline pilots. As you embark on your aviation journey, remember that the skies offer boundless opportunities for those with a passion for flight. In recent years, the aviation industry has experienced remarkable expansion, witnessing substantial aircraft orders and deliveries worldwide. This growth is not limited to well-known aviation hubs like India, China, the USA, Europe, and Indonesia. Other regions and countries are also emerging with thriving aviation sectors and burgeoning economies, contributing to the industry's remarkable expansion. For example, in the Middle East, countries like the United Arab Emirates and Qatar are emerging as key aviation hubs due to investments in infrastructure and tourism, alongside expanding airlines. Similarly, Latin American nations like Brazil and Mexico are experiencing growth driven by rising passenger demand and economic development. In Africa, Ethiopia, Nigeria, and Kenya are making significant strides in aviation, with improved connectivity and airline expansion propelling the sector. Southeast Asian nations such as Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines are also experiencing rapid aviation growth thanks to economic development and flourishing tourism. With every aircraft purchase, airlines in these regions need to recruit a substantial number of pilots to meet operational demands. The aviation industry worldwide is facing a significant pilot shortage due to soaring demand and recruitment hurdles expected to persist in the coming years. If you are considering a career as a pilot, there is no better time than now. We have covered a lot of ground on the journey to becoming a pilot. Whether you're taking your first steps or considering a career shift, the aviation industry holds immense promise for those who dream of taking flight. If you found the information in this video helpful, please show us your support by hitting that like button. Feel free to share your thoughts and suggest topics in the comments below. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. Now, if you can confidently answer the questions we have included in the description below, you are well on your way to understanding the ins and outs of becoming a pilot. But if you have more questions or need further guidance, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Our contact information is provided in the description below. Remember, the sky is the limit, and with dedication and passion, you can turn your dream of becoming an airline pilot into a reality. Thank you for watching, and best of luck on your journey to the skies.